On this episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast, we talk about Persistence of Time by Anthrax. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast. I'm KO.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters. We like metal, and we like to talk about it. And on this show, we do just such a thing. I don't know why I'm changing
I don't know.
the intro.
I feel uncomfortable.
Far in.
Who are you? Yeah.
We talk about metal. We tried to.
Yeah, we tried it. We can't.
When one of the hosts doesn't decide to go totally off script,
right?
For some reason.
Sometimes you can't words.
Sometimes you can't words. Ain't that the truth?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, I guess.
Are you?
Yeah. I went for a walk.
Nice.
After work. I've been trying to do that. I mentioned like probably a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm trying to hit the stationary bike when I get home from work, but I realized my basement is depressing.
Sure. Well, if you lit it more, if you put more lights down there, I suppose.
Yeah. I think a big part of the thing is there's no opportunity for natural light down in the basement.
Unless you had a whole case of it.
We tried to make the same joke at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I could probably put some more lights down there. I have some lamps and whatnot, but like some colorful LED strip lighting or something, would maybe make it feel a little bit more.
Some really tall floor lamps.
Sure.
Yeah.
Something to make it feel a bit less subterranean down there. Maybe a different paint color or something like that. Or like any sort of trim on the walls, some exposed wood down there to make it feel leave
the curtains open, I guess.
Well, there's no curtains down there.
Oh, that's right.
As I was saying with the natural light.
No natural light.
Yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of depressing down in the basement. Yeah. So I feel like for me it's easy, it's better and also kind of easier to go for a walk because it's more visually stimulating.
Right, there's more stuff to see.
How many studies need to be done to continue to show that seeing plants is good for people.
You were literally touching grass.
Yeah. Like going outside and looking at a plant is good for your mental health.
You have this awesome gang of geese right around the corner. It's like 200, 300 geese in there, and some of them are juveniles. And Yesterday, when I was on my walk, I went past Riverside Park there. Yeah. And the path that leads, along the top of the embankment, continuing towards the bridge to get to Oak Park, there was a army of geese. It might be the same army.
Yeah, blocking. So I had to go around and cut through, Riverside Park itself,
right? Because if they
go around them,
if they perceive that you're going to come near their children, those fuckers will take a finger.
Yeah. So I did not want to anger the geese, and I managed to give them a slip, and then I met a friendly cat. I met a little kitty cat that was hanging out, sitting on top of one of the supports for the guardrail. Along the river, and it was a nice little cat. And then later, somebody's dog scared the shit out of me.
And the way you described it earlier, he didn't really lunge at you. He just went. Whoop.
Well, he was behind a fence too. Right. He didn't have an opportunity to. He did run, sort of out of my peripheral. I think he was asleep somewhere, and then woke up, saw a person, went, Roof! And then got up and sort of rushed towards me on the other side of the fence, but. In my peripheral vision, it's just my caveman brain going, wolf! There's a wolf!
Yeah.
But yeah, that peaked the shit out of the mic.
It did. That was some crispy sound there.
But yeah, nothing. The dog didn't continue being aggressive after just barking and sort of walking up
exuberantly, but I wasn't looking at it, so I could not see its body language as it was coming towards me.
Because I feel like when that happens, it's usually like, oh, I'm here. What did I miss?
Yeah.
I'm here.
It was also like, it would have been different if it was like a golden retriever or like a boxer or something. This was a German Shepherd, which I'm generally wary of. Mm-hmm. I've never had any bad incidents around German Shepherds, but they make me a little uneasy.
Yeah. Same. Whenever I see a German Shepherd, I have this instinct to go, I don't have weed on me.
Yeah. They know, even if they're not police dogs.
Right, even if they're not police dogs.
But no, that like German Shepherds just have always made me a little uneasy. Yeah. I don't like, none of my friends growing up had like German Shepherd dogs. My family never had any dog like that. Mm-hmm. We always had like bird dogs. We'd always have like a bird dog, one or two bird dogs, and then like a Sheltie, a Shetland sheepdog. So very generally floppy and friendly was the general vibe of the house. Floppy ears and little fluffy, relatively small. Shelties aren't that small.
No, but
they're smaller.
Sure,
they're not toy sized. But yeah, there's like, so I'm not used to that kind of dog. And my first apartment when I started working full time, that was like right next to the station.
Yeah,
one of the people that lived in that building had a German Shepherd, and that dog. Okay, I guess I've had weird, uneasy incidents with German Shepherds. I went out to get my mail one time, and the owner was with the dog taking it to the bathroom. And this dog, like, I walked past, and this dog was trying so hard to get to me.
Wow.
Like, straining on the leash, trying to get to me. And I looked at the dog. I have no fucking idea what its intentions towards me were. Its ears were not back, but it also wasn't wagging its tail. It wasn't being all friendly. I had like I've been around dogs my entire life. I have no idea what that dog was feeling. It was terrifying. It was like, what are you mad? What the fuck is this? It's like looking at a serial killer and seeing nothing on their face.
Right.
Like what? And I'd walk they lived on the second floor. I'd like go to my car, and they'd sometimes, you could see into the apartment, and the dog would just be sitting there staring at me. Like, what is this dog's fucking problem?
What's with this dog?
This dog's weird.
Take another bite of your Slim Jim.
Maybe that's why I'm somewhat uneasy around German Shepherds.
Maybe
they make me a little uneasy because they also have a reputation, right? Like, I don't know. Pit bulls have a reputation as well, but I've never met an angry pit bull. I guess I've not met all that many pit bulls. Period. But like,
my neighbors downstairs have a pit bull.
Yeah.
And he's menacing looking until he comes up to you and he's just slobbering on you. Yeah. Oh,
there's only two kinds of pit bulls. There's the stereotype, and then there's the
Cuban rapper.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
There's the stereotype, and then there is the absolute sweetheart that cries if you look at it wrong.
Right.
The pit bull that's in my life and mentioned most often is my friend Victoria's pit bull, Lucy.
Sure.
And she is very much the second kind of dog. She's quite small for a pit bull, and she's just the sweetest little baby. So yeah, Lucy is just would not hurt a fly.
I just wish my downstairs neighbors loved them to death. I just wish when they went outside, they brought a bag with them sometimes, because otherwise it's like walking through a minefield going through the yard.
Boy, I am so it's a lovely thing about owning a home with a yard. I can walk through my yard, no poop.
Yep.
There's no shit out there. Except, well, there's bird shit,
right?
But you don't really worry about stepping in that.
Probably squirrel shit, but
squirrels, yes, but it's not noticeable. There's not a pile of something I need to worry about stepping in because I decided to cut across the lawn,
right?
As was the case in previous apartments I have lived in. So that is nice. Zima, do not brush your tail against the underside of my legs again, please.
So you know what I've been thinking lately?
What?
I actually think of this, and everybody's going to tell me it's a bad idea, but I want to find a dude who can bring my motorcycle back to life. I'd like to say, hey, if you're out there and you do that kind of thing, I'm paying you money, whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that back.
You love your motorcycle.
I do. I love that bike.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would say the wisdom of that decision depends entirely on how expensive a job it's going to be.
Right, because I paid $750 for that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Initially.
So
I put about $2,000 to work into it at this
already,
point.
yeah. It's like a boat.
Yeah.
Bring out another 1,000.
And I think my ex-wife would be very happy if it was no longer in her shed.
I mean, yeah, it's something to look into.
Yeah.
Are there like motorcycle specialist shops around here?
They do have that, yeah. But and the funny thing is, there's a lot of just hobbyists. There's people who are, this is
just
my
working on a bike.
Yeah. I pour concrete during the day, and then in the evening, if you want to give me some money, I'll work on your motorcycle for you.
Fix your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's worth looking into. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw you ride that motorcycle. I don't know if it's been working in condition, like the last time it was in working condition.
The last time it was in working condition, I was still married.
Yeah.
So that was 2019, I think was the last time I rode it.
I'm trying to remember if I ever saw you drive it to work or not.
Yeah, it's been since
to work.
2019.
So yeah. No, I think it's worth looking into.
Yeah. I love that bike.
Motorcycles are cool.
They are.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
But they're cool.
Right.
You won't catch me on a motorcycle.
No.
Sometimes I almost fall over just standing up.
Right, that's true.
So I'm not going to test my balance at 70 miles an hour. I think I'm good.
You don't. It's not really a measure. It's physics rather than just balance.
Yeah, but physics isn't my friend either.
All right.
I'm good. Four wheels is fine for me.
So maybe I take my motorcycle down to Atlanta and just ride around at night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today
I made myself sad just saying that.
Mastodon released a little sort of mini documentary called "The Mastodon in the Room," where they kind of address sort of what had happened with Brent before the end, before he left the band, and then before he passed away and whatnot. Sort of what had been going on. It was a tough watch.
Yeah, it was a tough watch.
It's 35 minutes, but if you're a Mastodon fan, I think it's very much worth the watch.
You should watch it. Your eyes won't be completely dry by the end of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's definitely sad, but there's a lot of stuff in there that I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Sort of.
Yeah.
That being how it was, sort of Brent had a problem that with alcohol that he just kind of refused to do anything about, and what came to mind was the Kyle Kinane joke about booster rockets splitting off from the space shuttle.
Your friends get married
of like the rest of the band sort of when Mastodon became their full-time job around like Crack the Sky time.
Right.
Mastodon, this is their job now. This is what we do. This is how we pay our rent and our mortgages and whatnot.
Feed our families.
The rest of them, got their shit together. It's like we were gonna get a practice space. When we're gearing up to write a new album or getting ready for a tour, we're going to meet, we're going to practice, we're going to get together at 1 PM, we're going to be there. And Brent just could not hack it. He couldn't, treat it like a day job,
right?
In that sort of way, without, wanting to go out and party until 3 AM every night. And as time went on, and the rest of the band was like, yeah, we can't we got a big day tomorrow. We got to go to bed. We got to do that. And like, yeah, just sort of not letting go.
He couldn't help but burn that candle at both ends, and ultimately one end went out.
Yeah, and it's just sad, and sort of knowing that they tried so hard for so long to make it work, and that they also were willing to have him back if he hadn't passed away.
Right.
They all seemed perfectly willing to welcome him back into the band and make up and move on, but that opportunity never came, and that's pretty fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so It is. It's if you're a Mastodon fan, I think it's an important watch. There's also so many clips from like early on in their career that I'd never seen, of all of them looking so young. Bill looks like a tiny baby boy.
Yeah, and you look at him now, and he's like, well, I can see all of his 54 years exposed right there.
Like Bill, and like Troy looks like a wizard now. Like seeing him with brown hair is kind of wild, because he's been so gray for so long. He's been, this gray bass wizard for such a long time.
With the long beard.
And long hair and everything. Like, it's definitely, it was interesting to see those older clips. Definitely. And like the first sad thing that was kind of said, when because the idea of the documentary is it's them sort of sitting in a theater watching these clips and then talking about the context of their relationship with Brent at the time. I think it was Bill saying from one of those old clips, like, well, it's nice to see him so happy there. Of like, knowing that would change eventually. It's just, it was sad. It made me sad, but also it was nice to kind of have a little bit of closure on that, sort of what the situation was and how everything kind of came to a head. In the slow build up to him just kind of walking out because he realized that everyone had a problem with him.
I mean, they were telling him about it. They prepared statements.
And it's like Troy had mentioned, like, we called a band meeting and I, read this letter and I was bringing up a lot of stuff that we had said at meetings dozens of times before.
Yeah.
And never got into his head, like, hey, take this seriously. Like all the rest of them, they've got like Brent was married and everything, but the rest of them, they got kids, they've got whole families to take care of, and they have to take it seriously. And it sort of felt like Brent, just kind of didn't care to do that on one level, and maybe wasn't capable of doing so because he was too fucking drunk all the time.
It's a bitch.
Yeah, it's just sad. It was sad. But on the other hand, dude was a ridiculously talented guitarist.
Yeah.
That it's crazy that he could be that sort of person and still get up and get on stage and play at all. Much less to the level that he did on, the good days at the very least.
Right.
Yeah, it's made me sad, but also I'm still excited and interested to see what happens from this point forward. I saw, Your Ghost Again is a sad song. It's a fucking killer track though.
It is.
And I'm excited to hear more from the album and hear, what Nick Johnston has to offer. I'm excited. I'm interested.
What was interesting was because I watch it's on YouTube, so I watch it on my TV.
Yeah, it's just on their YouTube channel.
Right, and so it went directly into the documentary for making Hushed and Grim.
Yeah,
and that was all about how their manager died.
Yes,
and so they said, "Man, we're not used to this kind of tragedy." I'm like, just wait, I guess.
Just wait. Yeah, it's like Hushed and Grim was about their manager dying. I think it was also. I think Troy may have gotten divorced, or no, Braun may. Somebody got divorced, and I remember picking up on that when we listened to it. And I think I mentioned, you're like, I didn't hear that, and then I saw some comment. It was like, so and so got it. I was like, I knew I picked up on those vibes. But yeah, like Emperor of Sand was about cancer. Bill's mom died. Troy's wife had been diagnosed with cancer.
She survived though.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So like. They Crack the Sky. Background of the part of the inspiration is Braun's sister committing suicide when they were kids. Like, tragedy has always kind of fueled their art in a certain level in an abstract sort of way. They're not, they're not Dan Campbell. When it comes to
they're not soupy.
How straightforward they are with their lyrics and whatnot. It's always they always take it in a more sort of fantasy kind of direction.
Right.
But the background is always there. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this record turns out. I don't remember if it has a name yet. If the record has a name yet, I can't remember. But yeah, that's that. I got a new.
Oh, you did a safe.
It's not a safe. It's a carrying case.
But does it lock?
/ display case. It does not lock. Oh. No.
What's the button?
The button. Press it.
Badass.
Yeah, there's
it lights up.
Yeah, I got a carrying case for my Warhammer miniatures. As the sentence just got nerdier and nerdier as it went on. But yeah, since it just makes sense for if these are a bunch of miniatures that I'm going to need to take places.
Right, because if you're actually going to play Warhammer.
Yes, and if I don't want to drop them and have them break, then it makes sense to have a thing to carry them in. So it has metal trays in there, and I glued magnets to the bottoms of the minis so they stick to the trays.
Nice.
And stay put. And yeah, I like it. It's the same one that our friend Drew got. Nice. I originally was like, I don't know if I have the money for that, and then I did a remote, and I had money for it. So yeah, that's where that went. I have one more from the squad that I've been working on. One more mini. What?
Oh, that's the air conditioner. Like, what was the roaring sound? I'm not accustomed to having.
I think that was an airplane.
Was that an airplane?
That was. Yeah, the air conditioner does not make that noise.
I don't know.
At least the noise that I heard certainly did not sound like my air conditioner.
All right. Note taken.
I'm pretty sure it was a motorcycle or a plane or a helicopter or something.
Either way, I thought maybe some sort of a speeding vehicle was going to crash into our heads.
Perhaps. Maybe.
That was my first thought. Not that one is going by. Not it's the air conditioner. No, we're about to die.
Mayhaps. Mayhaps, perchance. Other fancy words.
Yeah.
May chance.
Anywho,
yeah. Anyhow.
You notice I was going to walk here today and I didn't.
You didn't walk here?
Yeah, because I decided I was going to do a load of laundry. And then I calculated the time and I went, I have just enough time to do a wash and a dry of some shirts and underwear. And it was at 6:55 that the dryer stopped.
I see.
So now I don't have time.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I mean, and it's something that I was happy about with my previous apartment as well, of just being able to do laundry on my own time, which also means at the exact same time once a week, every week.
Right. You're like that? That's the way you do things?
Crazy that I do that sort of thing. Weird. Well, because clothes are a cyclical thing. You have a certain number of them and you wear a certain amount of them every week.
I need to go through my wardrobe and thin the herd considerably. I have too much clothes.
Yeah. But you have a certain amount, you wear a certain amount, and it's going to take, however many loads to wash all of it.
Right.
But it sucked in my old apartment where I could not really just choose to wash everything.
Right, because it was communal.
At my own pace, and people were fucking stupid. They'd leave their clothes in the fucking washer or the dryer and not go get them for 3 fucking hours and force me to touch their clothes, which I don't want to do because that feels wrong.
Yeah.
I hated all that shit. And so there were a lot of times where I did not do laundry for way longer and re-wore clothes that I shouldn't have, and I didn't wash sheets for way longer than was sanitary. It was such a fucking hassle trying to find the time to actually wash my shit that it just became sort of not worth it. And then I moved into a place that had its own washer and dryer, and suddenly it wasn't a problem anymore.
I wonder if my neighbors have called me a laundry Nazi, because it has happened. Because with the policy is you have an hour to get your stuff out of the dryer.
Yeah.
Well, I will set a timer on my phone as soon as they put that in there, or as soon as it stops. And then when it's in there an hour, it goes back and I'll put it in their basket for them.
Yeah. I think the big problem was my building was too big.
Yeah. For the number of washers and dryers.
For the number of washer and dryers, and also to be able to know whose stuff it was.
Right.
It was impossible to know whose clothes they were, so I can go knock on their fucking door and be like, hey, get your clothes out of the fucking dryer. I couldn't do that because there's no way to know whose clothes it were.
Well, you know how you find this out is you put them on. Is you wear them and walk up and down the hall and see who goes, hey,
would you fuck me? Wearing someone's bra.
Yeah. Crotchless pennies.
Yep.
You know what happened to me?
What?
I mean, kinda, sorta. What?
Explain.
I did laundry, and we were, I was waiting for them to get done. My neighbors. There were two sisters that lived across the hall, and when they got done, took stuff out of the dryer, waved, put everything in the wash, and then I dried it, and then took my laundry up, put my laundry basket on my bed. First thing I pull out is a pair of skimpy black panties.
Somebody left something behind.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh no.
What do I do with these now? I can't keep them.
Obviously.
I don't want to.
But also going to be like, hey, here's
your panties.
Here's your panties.
Why are they on your head? But yeah.
That's also awkward.
Yeah. I think what I did was I just snuck down to the dryer and pitched them back in. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Right.
But
and they just smelled like dryer sheets anyway.
But
Yeah.
it was very nice, and that's obviously in a house here.
Right.
On washer and dryer is also nice to just be able to do that, to keep a schedule.
That would be weird if that same thing happened to you.
We have to
dryer. Why do I have?
Why is someone else's clothes in my dryer? I mean, that would just suggest that there's someone else living in my house without my knowledge.
Whose bra? Yeah.
That would be very scary to find out. And then it would turn out that I've been amnesiac this whole time, and I actually have a girlfriend or something like that that's living with me.
And she's like, forget me not.
Who's in the X-Men. Yeah. If you don't look at her, you can't remember she exists.
Right.
Or alternatively, the Silence from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be freaky. It's like there's an old Reddit story of someone who thought they were going crazy because they kept on finding random notes around their house and weird just weird stuff around their house, and they're like they were worried that they were either going crazy or that there was someone living in their walls. They're like, what's happening? And someone was like, you need to get a carbon monoxide detector. And as it turns out, they were suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Not cool.
Yeah, because they were blacking out and missing time and whatnot, and not realizing it, which is the thing with carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right. Also alcoholism.
And also alcohol. Yeah. It's a little bit more. You tend to remember the reason why you don't remember anything when you black out.
From booze.
Yeah, from booze. You usually remember the run-up to blacking out.
Right.
It's not a total mystery. Oh, why did I black out last night?
Yeah.
There's no possible reason. Right. Let me ignore all these beer cans on the floor. Yeah. Shall we talk about Anthrax?
Sure.
All right. So if you don't know, Anthrax is an American thrash metal band, one of the big four, traditionally, which consists of Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, thank you. I always kind of forget about Megadeth a little bit. And Anthrax. They're the big four, as it were.
Yes.
And Anthrax has always kind of been, I feel like the fun redheaded stepchild of the big four. In the sense that the other three are kind of, more serious and kind of angry and whatnot. And Anthrax, for the most part, is just kind of there to have fun.
Right. They're on stage with their baggy shorts. And
they definitely have a much more punk sensibility to them.
Kind of,
which I think has sort of bore out with a number of the band members, other projects, which were more sort of punk oriented. But this album, among their discography, is definitely among, especially in the releases up to this one. This is their fifth album. Is on the more serious side of things for sure. Definitely more like serious, kind of more socially conscious kind of album. A bit less tongue in cheek and taking itself a little bit more seriously.
Right. Feels like they grew up between A State of Euphoria and this one.
A little bit more of a grown up album. And it's definitely I think it is remembered in a lot of different ways as probably being among their best albums, definitely. I remember, like, I can't remember how many other Anthrax albums we listened to. Maybe only one.
Was it only one?
Maybe. I don't remember. I don't quite. It's at least one.
Yeah.
It might be only one. But in any case, a level of youthful exuberance comes through on many of those albums.
Yes.
And this one is like I said, a little bit more on the mature side. But it is still, early 90s thrash metal.
I mean, there's a Joe Jackson song on here.
Yeah. So it's still overall pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah.
But who are the members of Anthrax?
That would be Scotty and Joey Belladonna.
Yeah, Joey Bell. This was Joey Belladonna's last album on vocals.
For a while.
He did come back eventually.
He's been on the last 3.
Okay.
And there's one coming out in September.
Because I had read that apparently when he initially left the band, it was less than friendly.
Sure.
Apparently, the word used was acrimonious, and I had to look that up because I couldn't remember which one it was. Is acrimonious good or bad? And it's bad.
It is bad.
It usually
like acrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it usually means kind of hostile. So I guess I don't really know what the situation was. Let me see who the members of the band were.
Frank Bello, Charlie Benante, Dan Spitz.
I feel like if your last name is Bello, you should be a singer. But like a metal singer or something.
Right.
You're really bellowing. Let's see. Personnel. Joey Belladonna, lead vocals. Dan Spitz, lead guitar, backing vocals. Scotty Ian, rhythm guitar, backing vocals. Frank Bello, bass, backing vocals. Charlie Benante, drums, lead guitar. You got all of them. Look at you knowing about this band that's one of your favorite bands.
Yeah, this band always has kind of been near the up and down from being my favorite of the big four.
Of the big four, but
because I've always been, let's say, and here's one problem that I kind of blame you for, is that since we've been doing this here, I think a lot of the whimsy I get out of a lot of earlier like thrash metal and speed metal and just metal in general.
Have I poisoned the well?
You've poisoned the well a little
bit.
Which is fine because now I see it differently. I'm looking at it from a different perspective, but now I go back and listen to stuff that's a little bit sillier. I'm going, I'm not as silly as I used to be, I guess.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for you being less silly.
No, it's okay, Kale.
He says, looking at me with just a stony expression in his eyes. I don't want to remove your whimsy, but I guess I have that effect on people.
It's all right.
I make them depressed and serious. But it's. So would you, if Anthrax is not the favorite of the big four, who is?
Probably Slayer, I think.
Okay.
But mostly it's now these guys have a new album coming out and it's very political.
Okay.
Which they've gotten, now they're all 60.
Yeah.
So
what do they have to lose?
Right. Yeah. They got to be angry about politics. They're
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of things to be angry about.
Sure. Yeah.
For sure. It's definitely going to be either Slayer or Metallica was going to be the other pick. I figured it would be Slayer. Not Megadeth. You're not a massive Megadeth fan.
I liked their early work.
Yeah. Look. Amazing guitars.
Amazing
instrumentals are
riffs.
great. Vocals have never been good.
No, I actually heard a dude one time talking about, because they were talking about Metallica at the dealing blackjack where I work. Yeah. And he says, it's kind of sad that they kicked Dave out. He had the best vocals. I just stared at him for a moment.
Like, what?
Is he?
Are you serious?
Is my leg being pulled right now?
Have you listened to him? Yeah, that's a weird take.
Yeah, it is. I mean, love what you love.
For some, it's for somebody, but I feel like if anybody, even the most diehard Megadeth fan, is going to be like, yeah, Dave's vocals aren't great, but he's such a good guitarist, even if he is an asshole.
Have you seen him lately?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I saw him doing an interview like within the last year, and I'm like, wow, who the hell are they interviewing right now? I can't tell
Who's
who
this
it is.
old man?
Who is this ancient homeless person?
I mean, yeah, the last thing I think I saw from him was during the cancer scare.
Oh, sure.
Well, I guess it was more than a scare. He had cancer.
Right.
Usually when people say they had a cancer scare, they think they might have cancer, and then it turns out they don't.
Which, I mean, it would be valid the other way, too. I was scared because I had cancer.
Yeah. That is true. But colloquially, when people say cancer scare, it's usually because they saw a spot on your lungs, but it turned out to be nothing. It turned out to be a bit of black mold.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which isn't nothing.
No.
My dad did have a fungal infection in his lungs one time. It was not too long after he had cancer, which is how they, he went in and did his, regular checkups, and they're like,
sure,
this is suspicious. We're going to figure that out. And they eventually realized it was some kind of a fungal infection.
Yeah. And it was something on the lens.
Yeah. Just took some medication for it. But that was, I think that happened shortly before we went hunting, I think.
Really? You went hunting? What really happened is that he saw the spots on his lungs, and he came down to your room and he said, "We got to cook."
Yes.
Yeah. So you took the Winnebago out into the desert.
I'm pretty sure that was in it would have been a while actually after the cancer thing, because I think that was in, if I remember correctly, that was 2018. And I remember hunting that year specifically because I had Red Dead Redemption 2 had just come out.
Sure.
I had been playing it. And it opens in the snow and cold, and you're out there in the mountains and hills, and then you go hunting. And then I went and did that in real life because it snowed like 3 feet a day before the opening day of deer season. And so I went and did that in real life very shortly afterwards.
My son still guilts me out for
not finishing Red Dead 2.
Yeah, he said, I bought that for my dad on Father's Day because I love him,
and you haven't finished it.
You haven't even given it a fair shake, Dad.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of game, and there's definitely there's a certain effect of like, seeing Arthur, opening up drawers and loot things for the first time. Wow, that's really cool. They put so much detail. The 400th time, it's like, for fuck's sake, there doesn't need to be a little cutscene. Just like have me press a button and play the little sound effect and show me what I looted, and I'll move on. Like, yeah, Rockstar kind of does that.
Yeah,
like these mundane things don't need to be so detailed all the time.
Maybe at first.
Yeah. This is still a video game. I feel like The Last of Us has a really good balance where the way that like Joel or Ellie loots things is like their hands will like move around a little bit, but it's not like a precisely like timed and modeled interaction.
Sure.
And so it still it looks really cool, but it also still goes really quick, and it's like a really satisfying animation.
I like it when it's just a light shining from the dead guy. you just walk by it, you hit the button, and then you've got it now.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about Anthrax at one point.
Right.
Anthrax, by the way, it's not... Actually, is anthrax fungus? It's bacteria, isn't it?
I think it's a bacteria, yeah.
It comes from the ground.
Comes from the ground, and then it infects sheep and cattle and stuff.
It comes from the dirt.
Right, and it will lay dormant in the dirt for hundreds of years.
Potentially.
People ask me if they were going to change their name. They're like, no.
I mean, I suppose because of the various like terrorism shit that happened with Anthrax, because it existed before then. That's why they named themselves that.
Right.
It's this potentially deadly pathogen.
It didn't suddenly get a new meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like the band ISIS.
Yeah.
Man, it sucks to be those guys.
Yeah. I'm glad they changed their name, though.
To
Al-Qaeda. Yeah.
That would be weird to go back, because ISIS didn't become a thing till like 2014.
Right.
I was going to say if they changed their name to like Hezbollah or something. Hezbollah. Yeah, I mean, one of the members of ISIS is in Neurosis now, so that's
sure.
He hasn't blown anything up yet. Sorry, wrong ISIS. Anyway. Anthrax.
Right. Anthrax.
So yeah, Persistence of Time, like I mentioned, is their 5th studio album. Came out in 1990. Does it
slap? 90 or 91?
1990.
Right, yeah.
August of 1990.
Right.
Is when it came out. Does it slap?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe it does. I was on my walk while I listened to like the first half of the album, and it helped me keep a nice, healthy pace. I definitely would say it slaps. Out of 7 reviews on the Wikipedia page, because they're big enough to have one of those for this album.
Sure.
77%. Pretty decent.
That is decent.
What's your favorite track?
I think The Belly of the Beast is my favorite track on here.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, Intro into Reality going into Belly of the Beast, those two together, I think are my favorite.
Right. I mean, because it's basically one song.
Yeah.
Because some of the themes from Intro into Reality are in Belly of the Beast.
It sort of continues.
One thing, when I first heard Intro into Reality, I thought it sounded like an extended action TV series theme.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. But I'm like, it's good, though. It's really good.
I was kind of surprised at some of these sort of like kind of odd time signature choices here and there. Kind of like halting sort of start and stop sort of riffs on occasion. I had forgotten that Anthrax kind of has that side to them.
Yeah.
Of slightly more proggy sort of material than you would get with any of the other big four.
Right.
The other thing that I wrote down for favorite songs, I do like the closer track with Discharge.
Yeah, Discharge is a great song.
Great song.
Very driving.
I'm not particularly keen on like Joey Belladonna's vocals. I feel like they
a lot of people say that.
Yeah, they don't strike a good like for me. I feel like there's sort of two main camps of like thrash metal vocals. It's either like full into the gruffness and the yells, the way that you have with Metallica or with like Slayer. Slayer, verging on just straight up screaming a lot of the times, but for the most part it's gruff and it's yelling. And then you have other bands, maybe less thrash metal but more like classical heavy metal, that have the more operatic vocals, and Joey Belladonna doesn't do either of those, and for me it kind of falls flat a little bit in that way.
Sure.
Not that they are necessarily bad, but there were times where I was kind of like, man, I wish there was just a little bit more. Like he was just trying something a little different. I don't know. There was a time walking around where I was like, what would this sound like if James LaBrie was singing this?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because like he has that more operatic style to his vocals. I was like, what would that sound like? Yeah, I don't know. But he can also do like every once in a while on like the heavier Dream Theater songs, he does do kind of a slightly more gruffer kind of metal voice, and he can do that just as well.
What would Dream Theater sound like if Joey Belladonna was
what was that? There was one band that we listened to not that long ago that I was like, oh, this is like Dream Theater before Dream Theater. And I feel like that kind of answers the question.
Watchtower.
Yeah, I think it might have been Watchtower. I was like, that's kind of what it would sound like, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's what metal do you bestow upon Persistence of Time, like Maz Kanata to Chewbacca?
I mean, even though they're one of my favorites, I still say this is a good solid silver.
I'm with you there. I think it's a silver. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. But yeah. Next week, I would like to talk about Chemists by Chemists. Because I've listened to it a bunch, and I still believe what I read all that time ago. Chemist fucks.
That should be the full title of the album.
It's Chemist Fucks.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be their slogan in the same way that Primus sucks.
Primus
Primus
sucks.
is.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit, kind of tooting their own horn. Yeah, we're chemists and we fuck instead of we're Primus and we suck. That might, now that I think about it, I do wonder if that person was doing a riff on Primus sucks when they said chemist fucks.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like the syllables work. Fucks and sucks rhymes. So I don't know. But yeah, it's the album has all of the stuff that you want from a Chemist album. It's pretty kick-ass, and I'm excited to talk about it next week. It's pretty awesome.
I'll be back over then.
Hell yeah. Oh, you think you'll do this again?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. This could be a regular thing, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
For almost 9 years.
All right. Well, Seema, for the love of God, please stop it. I'm sure she's like, food time. It's food time. I don't care what you're doing. It's food time. Just wait a couple minutes, Kat. Good Lord.
God damn it.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Brown Smells Podcast. If you like what you heard, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our podcast feed on whatever service you're using. Thank you much for listening to another episode of the Brown Smells Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations.